Our seller under contract brain dump, similar to the buyer under contract brain dump, has been simplified and shortened as much as possible. We want you to celebrate with your sellers that they are under contract, that they are able to move forward. And really, mostly what we're looking for, as with the buyer under contract, is going to be contact information for the major parties involved, because the information for the transaction coordinators need from the contract is on the contract. So, same introduction as always. Let's get into it. Congrats on a new contract. Your first name and last name. Did the transaction coordinator set up this listing? This lets us know where to go find it. Now, did the seller receive multiple offers? I'm going to pop up our little friend, Joe from Legal, real quick here. Just a reminder, if the seller received multiple offers, we are obligated to present all offers received even after the property goes under contract, and we're legally obligated to provide all of those contract documents to the transaction coordinator to have in the transaction file. If you got multiple offers, congrats. Go forward, but make sure we have all of the offers. They are filed separately, but we have to keep a copy of all of those. Okay, seller name, email, seller number 2, same as always. Additional sellers if necessary. Additional sellers' contact information. Buyer. You notice we're just looking at the buyer name on this, but since we don't represent the buyer, we represent the sellers. We want to make sure we have the buyer's names, buyer's agent, contact information, agent TC if we know it, buyer's title if we know it, buyer's lender if you know it. Now, ideally, if the buyer sent a letter or some type of proof of funds or a pre-approval letter, we should have some type of contact information for the lender. MLS information, make sure we get the MLS number, the full property address. Now, who's going to update this MLS status? Remember, once you go under contract, you're on the time clock to get that updated. If you're going to go in and do that, great. If you need the TC to do it, go in and put it. Now, what are we supposed to show? Is it under contract? Is it backup or active with a time clause? But remember, if we're going to put active with a time clause, we have to have the time clause addendum in place. Okay, make sure we have the reference date on the contract, who's holding the earnest money, and whether or not additional earnest money will be delivered. That's really all the TCs are asking for. What type of financing? Again, if we see FHA or VA marked here, it's a heads up. If we see seller financing, it's a heads up. Check on that as well. Now, was a buyer proof of funds or lender pre-approval included with the offer? If yes, provide a digital copy to the TC with the offer documents. Lead source, again, brokerment data. Buyer home inspection. If we know that one has been scheduled, then we're going to go through with this. If we know what their, that's being grumpy. If we know what kind of additional environmental tests, let us know. But we may not know that at this stage of being under contract. Are there any other notes? And then confirmation that we're going to get this put together as quickly as possible. And we really need to make sure that MLS input is updated as quickly as possible. We are on a time clock. We do have a time limit, 72 hours, but we really should be doing it as soon as possible. And that's why we're asking up above who's going to do that. If you've already done it to celebrate with your sellers, great. Let us know. But really, that's it. We're just trying to keep it as simple as possible. If you know about home inspection information already, let us know. If not, we'll follow up. That's it. And then make sure you've got all the documents, all the offers. I recommend you send this is our accepted offer documents. And then if there are additional offers they've received, send them over. You really should be sending them to the transaction coordinator as you get the offers so they can put them in the file. And then whichever one that seller chooses to pursue, we've got, but sometimes things happen. You get them all at once. Make sure I really recommend you separate out this is the under contract set of documents you need. This is all the other offers so that we've got them on file. As always, if you have questions, call me.